There's a very good chance, if you've spent money on stars, that you've actually gotten a rare pattern and probably don't even know it. Today, I'm going to show you guys what some of the rare patterns actually look like, what they sell for, and how you could check for yourselves. This video is sponsored by Skins Monkey. If you've been looking to trade out your old boring skins for new ones, Skins Monkey is the place. By clicking the link in the description, you'll get a 35% deposit bonus when depositing with cash and crypto, and up to a free $5 bonus on your first trade. So be sure to click that link. Skins Monkey also has the freebies tab where they run 24/7 giveaways that are completely free to join with crazy skins. And if you're looking to actually get your hands on some good skins, Skins Monkey is the quickest way to do it. So be sure to get that free $5 and 35% deposit bonus now, trading your CSGO skins with that link at the top of the description. First off, when it comes to these charms, there is 100,000 different pattern templates. Now, it works as a gradient. So with some of these, you'll start with the color blue and they get to the color pink based on 0 to 100,000, and they get to be different colors in between that. So if I have a 92,071 here, if I have a 91,500, they look pretty similar. It's just a gradient. So the exact number doesn't matter too much. The actual range is much more important. This is a much more complicated post where Epidemic actually talks about the max red pattern with the AK. I don't even remember the name of it right now, but the max red pattern for this thing is selling for a ridiculous amount of money. Now, for most of the charms, these are some of the rare patterns, and the exact paint seed doesn't matter too much. It will just determine exactly maybe how red it is, how blue it is, how gold it is, and that could maybe change the price a little bit. But the main thing you're looking out for is these specific patterns. And some of them, like this emerald, for example, sold for over $300. And if you unboxed it, you might not have even known it. So let me show you guys how to actually tell if your charm is worth more money. Like, for example, this little SAS with the purple eyes, I've seen a couple of them sell at around $11 when they're just $3 normally. Now, this website is Buff163. If you've been a part of this game for even a short while, you definitely know about it. It is a Chinese marketplace site, and well, Americans, or I guess Europeans, only Chinese people currently can buy and sell on this site. It does give us a good heads up as to what the prices could be. So with this little SAS, there's a couple ways to check prices. I currently have the cheapest price set to $10, which is showing me that the purples are getting listed here, but you could also go to the trade records and see what they're actually selling for. Yesterday there was, there actually is an expensive one here right now, but yesterday there was a purple-eyes one selling for $11. Today, let's see what we got here. There's a orange eyes one selling for $18, and then just all of the $3 ones are just like, it doesn't want to show me. They're typically just like the green eyes ones, and that one's an orange eye one as well, but this one's dark orange. So it really depends. I don't know why that's getting so much more overpaid than the other one, but it's just something to look out for. If you see your charm is selling for an above average price, you can get overpaid for it. There's a ton of demand for these super low and super high patterns. Like the one that was only selling for $3, I believe. Yeah, this is a pattern 4675. The guy probably didn't even know what he had, so he just sold it for the cheapest price, which is like $340. And then this one's a 2282, so it's a lot more orange, so closer to 0 to 10,000 is probably all orange, and this one's a lot more orange than the other one. So I guess it gets a lot of overpay. Somebody is looking for that, I guess. So just pay attention to what these actually sell for, and let me show you guys another one. We'll look at the semi-precious, which is $47 for just the base pattern, which is kind of crazy. But as you could see, most of the base patterns here are like, I don't know, cyan. I guess this is light green if it wants, yeah, just like light green. But there's actual emerald patterns. The way I check this, typically the best way is just by trade records. But if, well, you see one here, this got 25 or so, a bit more, almost $30 overpay for being all green. And even then, it's like this one, much closer to 0, much more green, gets way more overpay. I assume this is the same thing. This one's actually purple, so on the other end. What my main consensus here seems to be is if the charm template is closer to 0, it's going to get a lot more overpay, like very close, like 0 to 3,000, it gets a lot more overpay. And if it's like 97,000 to 100,000, it also gets a ton of overpay, especially with these semi-precious charms. And a lot of them, as you could see, even this one, it's less than 5,000, it's still worth 126 bucks. And this, dude, so many of these get overpaid, 86,000, it's still worth overpay. So if there's no trade records for your exact pattern, you could just go to sell and you could just see if you've got something that looks like one of the base patterns is just like cyan. Pay attention to the actual charm template as well. Usually all the mid ones are not worth very much, but once again, it just depends on the charm. And if you don't see your charm, you could set a minimum price to, we'll just say like double the charm's price would be like $100, and see what's listed there. You could check the previous pages as well. There's some purples listed here. See what they've sold at. There's not a 100% efficient way to actually check this right now, so this is the way I do it. And even though you can't sell on Buff, you could list them for a similar price on CS Float or whatever your favorite third-party marketplace is. But the main thing you got to keep in mind is if the number is very close to 100,000, it's probably worth overpay, and if it's very close to 0, it's probably worth overpay as well. But there is some exceptions, so be sure to check it out for yourselves, and check out Skins Monkey. Get that free $5 bonus on your first trade. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.